Well, what's up to all my pimps and model car players out there in YouTube land? This is Fast Jimmy 71 coming at you from the Chicken Grease Garage. Yeah, it's been a while. Been busy at work. Haven't had a lot of chance to do anything. Um, my time is very limited now. You know, back then I could, you know, pull off doing a lot more videos and building my models a little quicker, but now it's just my time is very limited. So I try to do what I can. I do apologize for not posting videos, more videos, and being more active in YouTube. But that's how the thing goes. But enough of that. I wish to say thank you to all the awesome comments out there that you guys gave me for the 62 Impala Big Blue. Um, Came out really nice. Uh, Here's a glimpse. It's already in the display case. You know, sitting up there with the Nova, Supernova. Well, as you can see, there it is. Very nice. And Dr. Cranky, yes, that roof is not painted. That's actually cleared, polished and cleared. That's why that roof looks shiny like that. But yeah, I do know that method of polishing plastic, styrene plastic. I'm gonna try to see if I can get into that little challenge that you guys got going on. I have to look and see what I have that I might want to turn into something like that. Um, and if I have time, like I said, my time is very limited. But this video is for Felix. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, and I'm not gonna butcher it, so I'm not gonna try. But I did leave you a personal message, and I told you I was gonna give you a little video here. I was gonna make a video for you explaining what you need to start, what you need to have when you're gonna build model cars. And this goes for anybody that wants to get into the hobby for the very first time. But this is what I use, and you can use this video as a reference later on if you wish to buy other things to add to your arsenal of tools of making model cars. So I'm going to show you what I got. First off, I use files. I got a set of files from Harbor Freight and a ruler. Some, you're going to use a different variety of paint brushes. You're going to use your thick brushes. You're going to use your fine tip brushes. It all depends on what you're going to be doing. You would need a set of fine drill bits for your pin vise. That's a pin vise is used for when you're gonna make holes in your bodies to add antennas and engine blocks to make holes for your spark plug cable wires and so on and so forth. You would need that. Toothpicks. I know you have this enough. I know you guys have a large abundance of toothpicks in your house. I use toothpicks for fine detailing, for when I'm painting the little bolts and stuff like that on the models and stuff. You use a toothpick because if you try to use a paintbrush, you're going to mess it all up. Tweezers. There's all different types of tweezers that you can use. These tweezers are pretty good for big parts and small parts, because it's got a big tip. These tweezers here are spring-loaded tweezers where you can actually grab a part and hold it, and you can just twist it around while you're painting and stuff, That's also good to have. An X-Acto knife. That's a must. You must have that. X-Acto knife with the replacement blades. There's all different types of X-Acto knives out there. So just the regular standard X-Acto knife and the blades. And trust me, you're going to be going through these blades like water. A Sharpie marker. Sharpie marker is always good to have because you're going to be making a lot of reference marks and stuff when you're going to be getting into cutting open doors and roofs and stuff like that, and trunks, and that's when you progress into the hobby later on. Cutters, snips, you must have these. This is for snipping parts off the spruce, the trees. Better than just taking it apart and just twisting it off and you wind up breaking it. Sand sticks. Sand sticks is always good to have. So is sandpaper for taking off, excess plastic like sharp edges and all that gunk and crap that comes on the models. It's always good to have that. Painting. They have these display these painting stands. It's actually a set. I bought this set a long time ago. Leilani wasn't even born yet when I bought this. I ordered this online. It's a Tamiya painting set. It comes with the turnstile with the little holes, and it comes with the clips and stuff to hold parts. But later on you can grab some styrene tubing and get some clips and glue them on, and you can use these for holding your parts and painting, and you set them on here. It's very good to have. And here is the painting stand. This is where your body goes. It's spring loaded and it's adjustable for the size of model you're gonna put. So that's good to have. You need an extra pair of hands. These also have clips on them, and it's it's adjustable, so you can move it around, and it comes with a pair of magnifying glass, so that's good to have. Micro brushes. Micro brushes are good to have for when you are doing fine detailing, and I also use these for when I'm applying my bare metal foil. This has a very soft tip, so it won't damage the bare metal foil as you're applying it, and you're smoothing it out before you cut. These are also very good to have. They come in a pack of maybe 20, so that's good to have. But this is something you would want to get later on as you progress in the hobby. Also, this is putty, modeling putty. They come in two different colors. They come in white, they come in green. I prefer the white because the green, you have to do a lot of primering, and for it not to show up in the paint. This is white, so there's very little primering, and it also blends in, so it's not as bad. Everybody has their own preference on putties that they use and why they use it. This is also used for when you progress in the hobby. This is when you're going to be doing cutting and filling and doing stuff like that. Miter box with a saw. That's always good to have when you're going to be cutting roofs. And when you're going to be doing some modifications to, if you're going to make your own chassis and stuff like that. Tape. You're always going to use a lot of different tapes. Masking tape, for masking off stuff, for your painting and for anything, for detailing. A demo drill. You're gonna need one of these later on. I got the battery's going kind of dead already because I've been using it a lot. Very, very good to have. This is a demo drill. This is the original, and this is the cordless. They also have knockoffs. You can get cheap ones. If you don't want to spend the money. Even though this one is it's really not that expensive. I only paid like $21 for that, so it's actually pretty good. Then these are the different variety of glues and cements that I use for my models. This is plastiric bonding. This stuff is really good. This is the activator, and this is the glue for the CA glue. These two things right here, and the regular Tamiya gel glue, which is really, really good. I recommend this stuff. I love this stuff. I go through a lot of this, but this stuff right here, especially the CA glue, you have to be very, very quick with this because Once you set the part and you glue it, you better know that you got it right where you want it, because if you mess up, this stuff turns into steel. And it would literally wreck your model if you screwed up and you try to take it off. So you need to make sure that when you apply this, you know exactly where the part's going to sit, and it sits right where you want it. Because once it sets, that's it. It's done with. But this right here is something that you would like. These three things here is something good that you're gonna get as you progress in the hobby. But I recommend this. You know, this is much better. So these are all the things that you would need. These are a little bit of what I use. I know I got a lot more of the stuff laying around that I use, but I can't. I got so much stuff that I can't put it all on my desk because my desk isn't that big. But this is, to start off, you would need paintbrushes, tweezers, an X-Acto knife with the blades, snips, sandpaper, and glue. That's what you would need to start off. Now, you want to get into the much more of parts, tools for your arsenal, then that you get as you progress and you get more advanced in the hobby. Um, but that's that. I also have, my airbrushes. I got these two airbrushes here. Um, that's good to have later on when you want to get into airbrushing. Um, I have my compressor out in the garage. Um, and that's about it. A light to see what you're doing. It's always good to have one of those adjustable lamps. It's always good to have. Um, and that's really about it. Keep a neat station. I like to keep myself organized because if you keep yourself organized, you create a better model. If you have stuff thrown all over the place, you're gonna wind up losing parts. I'm the type that I don't like to have a big mess around me when I'm building my models. There's guys out there that everybody has their own style of building. But my style is keeping it clean, organized, and as you keep clean and organized, you build a much better model because you know where everything is at. Um, and that's really about it. And always, this is for me. When you're gonna start a project, start one project at a time. One at a time. Don't jump from one model to another model to another model because there's a lot of guys out there that do that. More power to them. I can't do that. I start one and I only have to do that one because I will get distracted and I'll forget what I was doing. And then I wind up screwing everything up. So you focus your attention on one model and one model only. Because if you do that, you finish the model quicker and you focus all your attention on that one kit. And all the ideas and everything that you're going to apply to that model. What else do I have here to show you? Or as for anybody else out there that wants to get into building model cars. Also, you would need something like this later on. So for your head, it's got the magnifying glasses. Plus that box right there has all the other different sizes and prescription size for the glass. There's all different sizes there. That's good. That's used for this strap here for your head. And that's like I said, I got magnifying glasses here that you can hold to look at parts. As you can see, look at that from far away. You can see that. Yeah. This is good to have too. You know, there's a lot of good things here. You know, you can pick up a lot of this stuff not only in a hobby shop, but you can go to your regular hardware store or Walmart or Target or wherever, and you find a lot of these things. You know, these things here, I find these at the beauty supply store that my wife goes to. You know, I got these at Michael's. You know, in the craft section. You know, and paintbrushes. You know, and these files and all this, a lot of this stuff you can find at, laying around the house. These I've had these for years because these were my wife's, and she has a lot of these, so I took these and I've had these ever since. So that's what you would need right here, and you get all this and you'll be set to go. So. I hope this works out for you and I hope this helps. But you also have to remember one thing. Your number one tool in your modeling arsenal is your imagination. This up here, without this, you can't come up with these models. So you need a good imagination to come up with these things. That's the number one tool to have. When you have this up here, and you can come up with all these ideas, the sky's the limit with these model cars. Because remember, they're plastic. You can mold them, you can shape them, you can manipulate them to whichever way you want them. So have fun with it. Hope this works out for you, bro. And I hope these tools here, you can get your hands on some of these things. So there you go, man. Dr. Cranky, let me see if I can come up with something here, man. I got a lot of kits here, man, that I gotta look through. But if I do find something that catches my eye to do on this naked styrene challenge, I will send you a PM. But in the meantime, man, it's nice seeing you again, and I hope you had a good vacation, and you're busting out these videos like crazy, and that's a good thing, because it keeps the things, it keeps things interesting, Hopefully I can get back into doing my videos again, but, like I said, my time is very limited. I do have a video coming up for my next project, but I will be doing that after this one. So keep an eye out for that. So in the meantime, this is Fast Jimmy 71 saying peace, and you know it. Chicken grease. Laters.
Chicken grease, chicken grease, chicken grease.